Yo, welcome back to Kai Speaks, bro. I appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing on these videos, man. I'm gonna get straight to it, bro. Today, I wanted to talk about routines and how routines can really make you stand out in your entrepreneurial career and make you a better person in 2025, bro. One of the biggest things that I've lacked throughout these 3 years of becoming an entrepreneur and being an entrepreneur is having a set routine on a daily basis. In fact, I still struggle with making that perfect routine till this day, right? Because a lot of the times routines are tricky, especially when you do a lot of things with other people, or your days aren't always consistent. They don't consist of the same thing. um, so sometimes it can be hard to have a daily routine, but some things need to be non-negotiables, and they need to be something that you do in your everyday life, right? And it could be like little things, as far as just taking a shower twice a day, brushing your teeth twice a day, right? Like, believe it or not, a lot of people don't do that, right? So it's just like, in order for you to stand out in your entrepreneurial career and just succeed, is you need to be different than other people, right? You can't look at see what everybody else is doing and think that you can do that as well, because at the end of the day, a lot of those people that you're watching or looking at doing those things aren't people that probably are successful and that you build your future around, right? Like something that you want for yourself. um One of the things I realized along going through this journey is trying to find that routine is one of the hardest things you can possibly do as an entrepreneur. But when you find that set routine and you stick to it, you will see results. I remember at one point I was waking up, studying the charts, trading on like my demo account, learning how to work YouTube. I was making day in a life videos just to practice for when I do get on YouTube, and how can I edit those videos and stuff like that. So that consisted of my routine as far as being an entrepreneur. But um, as far as just like going to the gym and doing the hygiene things, making sure my bed's straight before I leave the house, like small things like that, really help you get to that next level of success, right? It's your little wins that build you up every single day and allow you to be successful. Um, and my routine right now is just like I'm trying to find that perfect routine. Honestly, I wake up early. Um, I like to get content, plan it out. Really, my whole entrepreneur and my business things that I like to do they happen in the morning. Throughout the afternoon, I don't plan too much unless I have to post a short around 6 o'clock. But other than that, I really don't plan anything for the afternoon, because that's the time I like to spend with my loved ones, friends, family, whatever it is. Um, I genuinely like to do that during the afternoon, and with what I do, I'm allowed to do that, and it allows me to be able to, have my afternoons free to the point where like I probably work from 6 to 12, is 6 to 11:30 if I'm being honest, and then after that I'll go to the gym, get done, and then the rest of my day is clear. The rest of my day I can do really whatever I want to, which is the best thing about being an entrepreneur, is just having that freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it, right? Of course, you want to get your work done first, but as soon as that's out the way, you're pretty much done, right? So to be able to do that is a huge blessing, but it's also hard work that I put in every single day to make sure that I can do that, right? Um, Another thing is I'm never complacent. That's one of the biggest things. So I like to schedule my days around something that can help me become better. So sometimes I'll plan to listen to a podcast while I'm at the gym. That's gonna help me get better. Sometimes I plan to listen to new music so I can talk about it on my podcast that I have, that I'm a co-host of, Mates Podcasting. If you haven't heard of it, but I like to listen to new music to try to put my input on that. Follow up on news that's going around that we can talk about on the podcast as well. And really just like I really have a certain plan for my days in order to be successful, because I notice when I don't have a structure of my day, I don't get stuff done. I don't wake up early. I usually don't get out of bed. I could be laying in bed watching TV all day and not even realize, because I don't have a structure of what I need to do and when I need to get it done. For example, I like these videos to be up by 2:30 to 3:30 range, depending on what I'm doing. So I make it a habit of, trying to edit these videos as soon as I get done with them, or as soon as I have time for it, just before 2:30, right? And that's what allows me to be able to just spend the rest of my afternoons not really having to worry about the business side of things. Because as when you're an entrepreneur, you don't want your whole life to just strictly be business, because that's when you start getting mentally drained. That's when people around you don't want to be around you, and That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you don't want to push away good people because of, you're all just work, 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 right? That's how you lose relationships. That's how you come off as a person that can never be able to get connected with, right? I'll never be able to make business connections and content connections if I was just that person that's always worried about what I'm doing in my own business and this and that, and never really focusing on the social side of things, right? Um, but I genuinely enjoy what I do. I love doing this every single day, posting content, editing. Um, I'm trying to get back into the routine of things where I'm at my regular routine again. But you go on trips, you get sick, things like that happen, and it kind of throws you off your routine a little bit. And it doesn't take too much of nothing to get back on that. But I like to the main thing I like to do to get back on routine, bro, is I like to clean my room. I like to start off the week by going to the gym, just really doing things like that I'm used to doing in my other routines that I may have fell off of because of other things, and I make it a priority to get those things done and just get back to it, bro. Because a routine is like literally one of the most important things as an entrepreneur. Without a routine, you'll notice that you're finding yourself doing a lot of nothing and you're not getting anywhere. I genuinely feel like a lot of people are going to go through, looking for a routine, especially throughout this year, because, you're going to see a lot of people get sick. You're going to get sick. You're going to go through hard times. You're going to go on trips, especially during the summer. And, your routine is going to be all over the place. But as long as you can have a set routine when you're able to use that routine, that's all that matters, bro. Day in to day out, you need to have a routine that sets you up for success. My routine sets me up for success, and it also allows me to learn more. It allows me to grow in this content creation journey, in this day trading journey, whatever it is, like even as just an entrepreneur, right? So I genuinely think that a lot of entrepreneurs out there should look into building routine. There's better ways to build a routine now. Like it's easier now to build a routine. Or you could ask ChatGPT, and this is what I did. I asked ChatGPT, make me a routine from 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. and I made it consist of everything that I did and everything that I want to do within that day. And it literally built me a routine from 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. And like it was a perfect routine, right? It was something that was it allowed me to get in business done. It allowed me to have time for my girlfriend. It allowed me to have time for my family. It allowed me to have time for myself and time for growth. Like literally, it was all in a perfect plan, right? And of course, you can critique it a little bit about like the little things that you want to do and how much time you want to spend with things. But it really was amazing to see that. So just going off of that, man, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Make sure y'all create your routines, bro. That's going to be the biggest part in becoming successful in 2025, and that's what's going to set you apart from a lot of people. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on my socials at Kai Speaks 05. And if you're interested in my day trading journey, follow me at Kai Academy 05, where I post all my day trading content, and I posted from January to now. But I hope you enjoyed this video, man. I hope you make the most out of 2025. Peace.